Imagine this. You bite into a juicy, ripe piece of fruit, something you've always believed was healthy, only to discover it's quietly working against you. It might be spiking your blood sugar, stressing your kidneys, or even interfering with your heart medications. In the next 3 minutes, I'm going to reveal 3 fruits that every senior should eat daily, and 3 that may be silently harming your health. One of them is probably in your kitchen right now. These insights are backed by cutting-edge research from Harvard, the Mayo Clinic, and the National Institutes of Health. If you're over 60, this isn't about avoiding fruit. It's about making smarter, age-appropriate choices that protect your heart, brain, and independence. Because while fruit is natural, not all fruits are friendly to an aging body, especially when combined with common medications or conditions like high blood sugar, heart disease, or kidney issues. So stay with me. In just a few minutes, I'll show you which fruits support memory, digestion, and restful sleep well into your 80s and 90s. Let's begin. But before we dive in, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and tap the bell so you never miss a health tip designed just for you. And if you find this helpful, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0, so I know how to improve future videos for you. The 3 fruits every senior should eat daily. 1. Berries, the brain and heart protector. When most people think of fruit, they think sweet, soft, comforting, something innocent and nourishing. But for seniors, not all fruit is created equal. At the very top of the list, berries. Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, tiny, yes, but mighty. These little powerhouses are packed with anthocyanins and flavonoids, natural compounds that reduce inflammation, fight oxidative stress, and help protect your memory. Harvard research shows that seniors who eat berries at least twice a week experience slower cognitive decline by as much as 2.5 years. That's not just a number. That's more time with your grandkids, your garden, your independence. One of my patients, Mrs. Eleanor Davis, 78, came to me feeling more forgetful than usual. Her labs looked fine, but her spark was fading, so we made some gentle tweaks, including one simple change: adding half a cup of blueberries to her breakfast every morning. Within weeks, her energy lifted. Her daughter even told me, "Mom's eyes look brighter again. She's laughing more." That's the power of berries. They boost neurotransmitter balance, brain circulation, and blood vessel health, all critical as we age. And unlike sugary fruits, berries are low on the glycemic index, meaning they won't spike your blood sugar even if you're managing pre-diabetes. Berries support heart rhythm, stabilize blood pressure, and guard the very cells that help you stay clear, focused, and connected to life. Even frozen berries retain their nutrients, so don't worry if they're not in season. If berries help your brain and heart, wait until you see what the next fruit does for your gut, immune system, and cholesterol. 2. Apples, the gut and immune system booster. Apples aren't just a fruit, they're a lifelong companion. They've been in our lunchboxes, on our teachers' desks, in stories and memories. But they're also one of the most underestimated fruits for older adults. Why? Because apples contain a powerful form of soluble fiber called pectin, and for aging bodies, that's pure gold. As we age, digestion slows down, the gut lining becomes more fragile, and our friendly gut bacteria begin to decline. Pectin acts like a soft broom, gently sweeping the intestines, feeding good bacteria, and easing constipation, a common concern in later years. But this isn't just about digestion. Over 70% of your immune system lives in your gut, so when you feed your gut right, you're also supporting your body's defense against illness, inflammation, and even mood swings. And apples don't stop there. They help regulate cholesterol, reduce blood pressure, and may even support memory by nourishing the gut-brain axis. Just one apple a day, especially with the skin on, can give your body the fiber, antioxidants, and gentle support it needs to stay strong and regular. If you're still with me and learning something new, drop a 1 in the comments below. It helps me know you're finding value in this. Ready for fruit number 3? This one may surprise you and could help improve sleep, hydration, and muscle function. Let's keep going. And there's something else, something many people overlook. The skin of the apple isn't just roughage. It's a rich source of quercetin, a powerful antioxidant and anti-inflammatory compound. Quercetin helps reduce cellular damage, protect lung tissue, and strengthen blood vessels, an essential benefit for seniors managing high blood pressure or weakened arteries. It even acts as a natural antihistamine, easing seasonal allergies and calming inflammation throughout the body. I'm reminded of Mr. John Rivers, age 82, a retired Navy vet and one of my longtime patients. His main complaints? Irregular digestion, low energy, and a sense that his body was slowing down. His meals weren't unhealthy, but they lacked fiber and consistency. So we made one small change. He began eating 1 medium apple a day, skin on, either sliced into his oatmeal or paired with almond butter in the afternoon. Within 2 months, his digestion normalized, his blood pressure improved slightly, and in his own words, "Doc, I feel lighter, clearer, like something's moving again." That's the quiet beauty of apples. Not too sweet, gentle on blood sugar, and packed with nutrients your body craves, not against it. If you can, choose organic, since apples tend to carry more pesticide residue than most fruits. And just when you think a fruit can't do more than help your gut and heart, the next one might surprise you. It's small, it's green, and it might be the missing piece in your sleep and digestion routine. 3. Kiwi, the sleep and digestion superfruit. Let's talk about kiwi. It's often overlooked. Fuzzy, tucked away in the corner of the produce aisle, not as glamorous as berries or as familiar as apples. But kiwi might be one of the most powerful fruits you can add to your daily routine, especially as you age. Inside that little green fruit is a potent cocktail of nutrients. It contains more vitamin C than an orange, which gives your immune system the support it needs, especially important as natural defenses weaken with age. But here's where kiwi truly shines. It naturally boosts serotonin levels, helping to regulate your sleep-wake cycle. In a clinical study from Taiwan, older adults who ate 2 kiwis an hour before bed fell asleep faster and stayed asleep longer, within just 4 weeks. No pills, no side effects, just a little green fruit doing what medications often try to do, gently and naturally. It also contains a unique digestive enzyme called actinidin, which helps break down protein. For seniors who struggle with slower digestion, bloating, or that heavy feeling after meals, kiwi can offer surprising relief. And thanks to its high fiber content, it helps ease constipation, an issue that affects nearly half of older adults, but is rarely talked about. I think of Mrs. Linda Harper, 76. She came to me feeling sluggish, frustrated, and waking up multiple times at night. We added 1 kiwi to her evening routine, just 1, about an hour before bed. Within 2 weeks, she told me she was sleeping through the night for the first time in months. Her digestion improved, her energy returned. "I never thought such a tiny fruit could make such a big difference," she said. Kiwi is easy to enjoy. Sliced in a bowl, blended into a smoothie, or scooped out with a spoon. It's low in sugar, gentle on blood sugar, and packed with nutrients your body craves. But while some fruits like kiwi can help restore energy and sleep, others can quietly steal it. They spike blood sugar, stress your liver, and interfere with medications, without you even realizing it. So now let's turn to the other side of the fruit bowl. The 3 fruits seniors should limit or avoid. 4. Pineapple, the blood sugar spiker disguised as healthy. Pineapple. Sweet, tropical, and seemingly innocent. But don't be fooled. For many seniors, this golden fruit can be a hidden threat to your health. Here's why. Pineapple contains nearly 16 grams of sugar per cup, with almost no fiber to slow it down. That sugar rushes into your bloodstream, fast. And for seniors with slower insulin response or glucose control, this can trigger serious spikes in blood sugar. You may feel fine after eating it, until you start feeling dizzy, tired, or irritable. Or worse, those repeated spikes can lead to complications like neuropathy, vision loss, and cognitive decline over time. One of my patients, Mr. Donald Green, age 81, had type 2 diabetes he thought was under control, but he came in complaining of fatigue, blurred vision, and swelling in his legs. When we reviewed his diet, we found the culprit. He was eating a cup of pineapple every night as a healthy dessert. His post-meal glucose readings were skyrocketing past 200. Once we swapped the pineapple for a low-sugar fruit like berries, his blood sugar stabilized, and so did his energy. The takeaway? Pineapple isn't evil, but it's not for every body, especially not aging ones already working hard to maintain balance. But the risks of pineapple go far beyond sugar. This fruit also contains bromelain, a natural digestive enzyme that can interact dangerously with common medications, especially blood thinners like warfarin or aspirin. For seniors with slower liver or kidney function, this interaction can quietly increase the risk of internal bleeding, bruising, or complications after surgery. It's not something most people know, and sadly, many only learn the truth after something goes wrong. This is how health can slip away. Not all at once, but in small, invisible ways. A dizzy spell from unstable blood sugar, a fall that never quite heals, a stroke triggered by uncontrolled glucose levels, a medication reaction you didn't know to avoid. That slice of bright yellow fruit may not feel like a threat, but sometimes the most dangerous foods are the ones we trust the most. So, the next time you reach for pineapple, pause. Ask yourself, is it worth the risk? Because for seniors, even a seemingly harmless fruit can quietly chip away at your independence, your energy, and your peace of mind. And if you think pineapple is the only sweet fruit pretending to be your friend, wait until you see what's hiding in one of the most common everyday snacks in senior households. 5. Grapes, the sugar bomb in disguise. They're small, bite-sized, easy to eat by the handful. But grapes, especially when eaten freely, can be deceptively dangerous for older adults. Behind that smooth skin and sweet taste lies a surprising truth. Just 1 cup of grapes contains over 23 grams of sugar, nearly as much as a can of soda. And unlike fiber-rich fruits like apples or berries, grapes offer very little to slow that sugar down. What does that mean? A rapid spike in blood sugar, followed by a crash leaving you tired, dizzy, mentally foggy, or worse. For seniors managing type 2 diabetes, insulin resistance, or fatty liver disease, grapes act like fuel on a fire. The damage may not be instant, but it builds, raising your risk of heart disease, nerve damage, and stroke with every unbalanced handful. And here's the real danger. Grapes are too easy to overeat. They feel light and innocent, but a few handfuls can quickly push your sugar levels to unsafe heights. If you're on medications like metformin, insulin, or statins, those sugar surges can either make your meds less effective or dangerously too effective. That means side effects, complications, or long-term damage to your kidneys and circulation. I think of Mrs. Joanne Miller, age 80. She came into my clinic frustrated, dealing with brain fog, low energy, and unpredictable blood sugar swings. She was walking daily, taking her meds, and eating balanced meals, but she loved snacking on red grapes throughout the day. When we reduced the grapes and switched her to low-sugar berries, her numbers stabilized. Her words stuck with me. I had no idea something so small could be hurting me this much. And that's exactly the problem. Grapes don't look harmful, but for the senior body, they create chaos where stability is needed most. And once that blood sugar roller coaster begins, it doesn't just ruin your afternoon, it slowly takes years off your life. But what if I told you there's a fruit even more common than grapes? A fruit praised for its potassium, easy to digest, and almost always part of a senior's breakfast routine that could quietly be putting your heart, kidneys, and medication balance at risk. Let's talk about it next. You may be eating it every morning without ever knowing the danger. 6. Bananas, the hidden danger in your morning routine. For decades, bananas have been praised as the perfect breakfast fruit. They're easy to chew, soft on the stomach, and rich in potassium, something many seniors are told they need. But here's what most people don't realize. A medium banana contains 27 grams of carbohydrates, with about 14 grams of sugar and almost no fiber to slow the sugar spike. When you eat a banana, especially by itself in the morning, it can send your blood sugar soaring, followed by a crash that leaves you fatigued, foggy, and craving more sugar by mid-morning. Over time, these daily spikes train your body into insulin resistance, accelerating the path toward diabetes, nerve damage, and cognitive decline. And if you're already managing prediabetes, diabetes, or heart disease, that harmless banana may be doing more harm than good. Bananas also contain potassium, yes, but for seniors with kidney problems, too much potassium can build up in the blood and lead to irregular heart rhythms or even cardiac arrest. And for those on ACE inhibitors or diuretics, the risk is even higher. The truth is, not all fruit is friendly to the aging body. But by learning which fruits help and which harm, you can reclaim control without giving up the joy of eating. If you've made it this far and found this information valuable, please type 1 in the comments below. Your feedback helps me keep making content tailored to you. Would you like me to continue this series with a list of the best fruits for specific senior conditions like joint pain, memory loss, or high blood pressure? Let me know and we'll explore it together. But sugar isn't the only concern when it comes to bananas. Bananas are also packed with potassium. Now, potassium in moderation is essential, especially for heart and muscle function. But for older adults, particularly those taking ACE inhibitors, diuretics, or certain heart medications, too much potassium can be dangerous. It can lead to hyperkalemia, a condition where potassium builds up in the bloodstream, and when that happens, the heart and kidneys come under serious stress. The symptoms can come on quickly: muscle weakness, chest pain, irregular heartbeat, and if left untreated, it can be fatal. I'll never forget Mr. Samuel Green, 79 years old. For years, he started each morning with a banana and cereal. Seemed like a healthy choice. But when he came to see me complaining of fatigue and heart palpitations, his blood work told a different story: elevated potassium levels and erratic glucose spikes. The cause? A combination of his heart medication and his well-meaning banana habit. We made a small change, cut bananas down to once or twice a week, always paired with protein, and within weeks, his energy returned and his labs normalized. I still remember what he said. "Doc, I thought I was doing everything right. I didn't know fruit could go wrong." That's the hard truth. Even a fruit as familiar and wholesome as a banana can carry hidden risks. And for seniors, the price isn't just a sugar spike. It's a strain on your kidneys, interference with medications, and in many cases, a slow erosion of your independence. Not at once, but inch by inch over time. So tomorrow morning, before you peel that banana, pause and ask yourself, is this helping me or hurting me? Now here's the good news. You don't need to give up fruit, you just need to get smarter about which ones you choose. Some fruits nourish your body and sharpen your mind. Others silently sabotage your health, and the difference can be life-changing. Let's bring it all together. Final thought. Small choices, lasting impact. A senior's guide to smart fruit habits. At this stage of life, every choice carries more weight. That includes what you eat. Fruit is often seen as nature's candy, full of color, life, and vitality, and often it is. But not all fruit serves the same purpose. Your body isn't 30 anymore. Digestion slows, blood sugar is harder to regulate, and your tolerance for dietary mistakes narrows. That's why information is power, and using that information is how you protect your energy, clarity, and independence. Fruits like berries, apples, and kiwi support the heart, brain, digestion, immune system, and sleep. They're not just healthy, they're allies in aging well. On the other hand, limiting fruits like pineapple, grapes, and bananas doesn't mean giving up joy. It means guarding your organs, avoiding dangerous sugar spikes, and preventing medication conflicts that often go unnoticed until it's too late. I've seen it time and time again. The seniors who stay vibrant aren't necessarily those who've had perfect health. They're the ones who stay informed and make small, thoughtful changes. So don't see this as a list of restrictions. Think of it as a gift, a second chance to approach your fruit bowl with wisdom, not habit. Because what you eat today shapes your energy tomorrow, your strength next year, and your independence for years to come. Your next step is simple. Take inventory of your kitchen. Replace, reduce, realign where needed. And if you're unsure, talk to your doctor or a registered dietitian who understands the needs of older adults. Every bite is a decision, and now you have the power to choose food that serves you, not food that slowly steals from you. Because at this point in life, you deserve more than survival. You deserve clarity, energy, and peace. And it starts with what's on your plate. These insights aren't just information. They're an invitation to live fully and mindfully. If this video resonated with you, I'd love to know, what's one thing you've learned today and plan to apply in your life? Comment with 1 if you're making a change. Comment with 0 if you're still thinking it over. Either way, your feedback helps us grow this community. And if you found this helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more thoughtful content like this. Thank you for watching. Here's to living life on your terms, one smart choice at a time.